Informative video. What type of acne do you have? Do you suffer from the occasional whitehead here and there, blackhead, or is your acne a little bit more serious like cysts and nodules? Well, today I'm going to explain and break down to you guys the different types of acne. Having a personal acne journey myself where I just battling these breakouts, figuring out what's on, I figured it's time for me to get to the root, figure out, or I should explain to you guys, share with you guys the root of everything. Like, you cannot know how to treat something if you're not familiar exactly with what it is. And I'm always talking about in my acne journeys how, we're trying to figure out what's going on with the skin and things and natural products, but I wanted to share with you guys the foundation of the background of acne, dealing with what kind of acne it is, and then you can go from there. So let's go ahead and get directly into this, okay? So while in my research of looking up different types of acne, and what was going on in my head, I was like, so what is the difference between a pimple and acne? And before we start, I really want to get into the foundation of this because I want to really be clear and make sure you guys understand it. But pimples are a form of acne, okay? But it's just that acne then can get put into categories, or it can go into different types of pimples or different types of acne depending on how bad it is, if you guys get that. So let me rewind and say that again. Pimples and acne are the same, okay? It's just that depending on how bad it is, that's when it goes into different types of pimples or different types of acne. But pimple and acne are considered the same, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is what is acne, okay? And many people may look like, or when you're starting a journey or when you're starting to figure out what's going on with your skin, that is one of your first questions is, what is acne? What is this on my face? What is causing my face to break out? Well, I'm going to tell you, okay? Or infection of sebaceous glands in the skin, okay? Sebaceous glands are the glands that are the sebum glands, which they produce the oil for your skin, okay? And those become infected with bacteria and they cause your skin to break out, get inflammation, and that is what causes breakouts, okay? Of course, there are different levels of breakouts, which is different types of acne, and that we're going to talk about now. So we're going to start off with whiteheads and blackheads, okay? So if you see me looking down, I have notes in front of me, so that's why I'm looking down. So you have blackheads and whiteheads, so you have whitehead and blackheads, right? Whiteheads pretty much are just when oil, dead skin, and bacteria block the pores and they create a bump, all right? Now, whiteheads, the reason why they're considered whiteheads is because whiteheads are a closed pimple. It means pimple, but it's just a closed pimple so that when it rises to the top, it's a white pimple. Blackheads are the same thing. They're filled with oil, dead skin, and bacteria that block the pores, but they are an open pimple. So when they come to the top of when they're pushed to the surface of the skin and the air or the oxygen touches it or hits it, it turns it black. So whiteheads and blackheads are the same exact thing. It's just that because one is closed, whitehead, and one is open, blackhead, that's what makes the color difference. Is that one is exposed to air and the other is not. So that is the difference between the two. Moving on. The next one that we are going to talk about are papules and pustules. Papules, these are just bigger pimples, and it's just when the pimple gets really irritated, they turn into a papulus or a pustules, okay? Now the difference between, papules and pustules are just a pimple that's extremely irritated, like super inflamed, and I think they're a little bit more painful too than just a regular whitehead or blackhead. But the difference between a papulus and a pustules, we'll start with the papulus, which is P-A-P-U-L-E-S. So papulus are hard to the touch, and I believe that they don't have any pus in them. They don't have any type of pus. They're just hard pimples. Now pustules, which is Pustules, are just like papules, but they have a yellow liquid, or they have a pus in them, like a blister. So they're pretty much the same thing, just one has pus and one doesn't have pus. And keep in mind that all of these stem from the sebaceous gland or follicle becoming infected with bacteria. So that is like the foundation for all type of breakouts or different types of pimples. It's just that these are different levels of pimples. Okay, so you have the whitehead, the blackhead, the papules, and the pustules. Okay, let's continue. So getting a little bit more into severity, then you have nodules and cysts, and these are bigger, more painful types of breakouts. So I'm going to go ahead and break these two apart, and we're going to first talk about nodules. Okay. So nodules are hard. They don't usually have any type of pus in them. Nodules are just really hard, and it's because they're deeper set into the skin. So nodules are deeper set into the skin as compared to maybe just a blackhead or whitehead or a papules or a papule. Woo! These words are killing me. But I'm going to make sure I put the words so you guys understand what I'm saying. But nodules are more deeper set into the skin, and they don't have any pus in them. They're just a hard bump that's set deep into the skin. Now, cysts are the same thing. They are deep set within the skin, but they have pus in them, and they are softer. So, sometimes these may require you to have to actually go see a doctor about. So, you know, they're not these cysts and nodules are more severe than whiteheads, blackheads, pustules, and papules. Excuse me about these words, but yeah, so they're a little bit more severity because the whiteheads, blackheads, they can go away. They can go away, clear themselves, but because nodules and cysts are deeper into the skin, yeah, they can be a little bit more serious to where you may need to go see a doctor. Okay, so the last type of acne that I want to talk about, this acne is well, this one here is also one of the more severe types of acne, and this is called Acne I'm trying to make sure that I'm saying this right. Acne Conglobata. If I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, my apologies, but I believe it's Acne Conglobata. Conglobata. Okay, and this acne, it is like a really, like, it affects like the back, the butt, the chest, the arms, the upper arms, thighs. It can even you know, affect your skin on your face. And this is more related more to like abscesses. I hear a lot of people who get abscesses, you know, in the skin as well, like in their mouth and their gums and things like that. But it's the same thing where it's a inflammatory inflammation in the skin, and it has comedones, so I think that this one is a combination. I think abscesses are like a combination of comedones, nodules, and abscesses. So it's like you got a little bit of everything, and usually like they're really painful, and you have to go on like acne medicine or certain types of medicines to treat this. So yeah, it's like a combination of everything in one, and you have to go to a doctor, of course, to get some type of, usually they have to, like, I see people go and get like them laced abscesses. They go and get them like laced, or they have to get them drained and all of that. So yeah, this is more of a combination. This one is one where you're definitely going to have to go and see a doctor about and get medication for, and it can happen on any part of your body. And as I said before, I've seen people who have it on their like behind. I've seen people who have it actually like in their mouth when they had to go to a dentist. So yeah, so that is like, I think like the most severe type of acne is this acne Conglobata. Conglobata, which I feel is like, it's just like a combination of everything, like on the skin in one spot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is like really serious. So anyways, hopefully this video was very, very informative and you guys learned a lot from this. I try to be very short, sweet, and simple when it comes to me and my informative videos, but I want to make sure that everything is clear and you guys understand it. I will definitely leave on my blog a full out blog about different types of acne, with pictures of acne and everything of that sort. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to go down below, or I will leave it here on the screen. Make sure to click that and you guys can read more on it and actually see what these pictures look like. So I may insert pictures here, I may not. If I don't, just check it out on my blog. But yeah, so hopefully that was very informative for you guys, because I know I learned a lot. I at least now know the different types, and when you're looking at your acne or looking at your pimples, you know exactly what you're looking at, and it's not just like, ugh. If you guys want, I will actually do a follow-up video on how to actually cure or treat these different types of acne. So if you guys are interested in that type of video, make sure to leave it down below in the comments, and like this video, thumbs up this video. So yeah, that is it. This is your girl Euniycemari. Thanks for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Make sure to click that subscribe button so that you guys can stay up on my latest acne updates, my latest beauty videos, hair videos, product reviews, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, thank you for watching and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.